Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie. So in this video I'll be showing you how to fix your sleeve into a armhole perfectly. The cap height of this is about 6.5. After you cut your sleeve using your own sleeve pattern, then after cutting it on the fabric, now the next thing or the very first thing you do is to come to this very part. Here, I'm sorry I've even joined it before realizing that some of us on this platform might not really know how to fix sleeve, especially the beginners here on this platform. I had already done at least some things before it dawned on me that I need to make a video on this. This is the sleeve, this is the underarm seam. The sleeve is like this. Look at the cap here. Okay, so here, after cutting my fabric using my pattern, then I measured from here, from the underarm, because can you see that my seam allowance is about ½ an inch? Okay, so I measured from the underarm. That was before I joined it here. I measured 4 inches from here to this very point, 4 inches, and of course you would have done that already on your pattern, on your body's pattern, or probably if you forgot, you can do that on the sleeve. So I measured 4 inches from here upward on both sides of the sleeve, and this 4 inches is like a notch for me, is like a checkpoint for me. Okay, so after marking the point, then I now run a gathering stitch from this very point round to the other end here. Okay, after doing that, of course I now decided to close up the underarm seam. Then I hemmed the down part, can you see, of the sleeve. I've already hemmed it. So right now the next thing is to fix it into the armhole. This is like a drape on a skirt. This is a gown actually, but I have the down parts. Is of course you will join your skirt to the bodies before you can make a dress. So the skirt part, the down part, I have drapes, something like, can you see the drapes? Can you see how beautiful it's looking? I have a video on how to do this on the channel, so I'm going to be dropping the link in the description box. Okay, so right now I'm going to be showing you how to fix your sleeve. Now, running a gathering stitch on the cap is very important. In fact, this is the very first step that you do. Now, if you are using a loose sleeve, the one with a small cap height like 3.5 inches, 4 inches, you don't need to run any stitch. But here, of course, while drafting my pattern, I added about 1¾ inch, making about 1.5 inches of ease on it. So I need to ease that into the armhole. I need to fit it in. Okay, I want a well-fitted, not a puffy sleeve right now. So now that I'm done with this, so I'm going to just fix. I'll pick the underarm seam and open the seam allowance this way. I will open it up like this, and I will go over. Of course, you must also consider your front and the back, the front and the back of the sleeve. The front of the sleeve should be, aligned with the front of the dress itself, and the back just like that. So right now, I will just match up this underarm seam of the sleeve and the underarm seam of the dress itself. Okay, can you see? So I will match it up this way. The seam must be together. So after matching, you pick your pin and you bring the two together this way with the help of your pin. Pins is very, very important. So what you will do, you will just continue pinning. You continue pinning from this very point to this points, okay, where the gathering stitch starts from. Please, you don't need to pull at all. And you are going to ensure you are pinning right side of the sleeve to the right side of the bodice. Okay, so right side to right side, very important. Okay, so what you do next after you are done with this, you will now locate the top of the cap. There is a notch here already, can you see? Then you match it, you just turn it, ensuring that the right side is being matched up, you know, with the right side of the main bodice on the shoulder line here. Okay, so what you will do, this is my right side, this is the right side of the sleeve. So all I'm going to do is just to turn this like this. Can you see? Put it on it like this, and you match, okay, with the help of your pin. Okay, so then you maintain this position and you just turn this way. Okay, now can you see how it is right now? You need to just release it a little, release it a little, release it a little. Okay, then you begin to pin. Okay, you release it, you flatten it in a way, but don't gather it. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is just to ensure that I have a smooth stitch, okay, around these parts. Very important for me. If I had wanted to make a puff sleeve, of course I wouldn't have done all of this. All I would have done is just to continue pinning. I wouldn't have run a gathering stitch on it, no. So I will just continue like this, and the excess I will gather it here. Okay, but here I'm not considering having a puffy sleeve, so that's why I needed to do this. Okay, so ensure you are not pinning on the stitch. When you are running your gathering stitch, make sure you use another color of thread, because by the time you finish running your normal stitch, you would still need to pull that thread out of here. So this thread you are seeing, this blue thread you are seeing, I'm going to remove it by the time I'm done fixing the sleeve. Okay, so can you see what I have done so far? Okay, so, and let me also show you the other parts I have also fixed with pin, not yet sewn. Can you see? So let's see it, let's have a view of it from the right side. Okay, can you see? This is how it will look by the time we are done fixing, and it will even be neater than this by the time I'm done fixing it and, you know, pressing it with my pressing iron. See the back view. Now let's go ahead and stitch. Now I have turned my dress to the wrong side. Can you see? So, and my sleeve is also in. Can you see the armhole? The sleeve is inside, is on the right side. I'm going to be sewing on the wrong side. I'm going to start my stitching from the underarm seam. Okay, stitching is going to start from my underarm seam. It's easier for me this way. You can start anywhere. You can start on the shoulder point here. You can start in between here, anywhere. But for me, I think it's better to start from the underarm. Okay? So then you start stitching. So as you are stitching, you are removing the pins. Okay? So you are removing the pins as you are stitching. This is very important. Okay? Some designers don't like using pins. Some do complain that it slows them down. Wow. I don't know why they are saying that. This is the outcome of it. So you can see that it's smooth. After sewing, I will remove the thread . Okay, so I'll remove it before pressing it. And that's why you need to use another color of thread. If I had used the same thread, of course, I wouldn't have known which one to pull out. Done pulling out the thread, and it's smooth. Okay, even though I have not pressed it, can you see the right side? The right side is smooth enough. Even if I decide not to press it, it looks good. No puffiness. Very, very lovely. Okay, thank you so much. If you are yet to subscribe to my channel, ensure you do. And please, while watching, remember to share this video and let others also benefit or learn one or two things from it. Thank you so much for watching once again, and I'm going to see you next time. Bye.